Hello my friends, I want to thank you all for sticking with me through these videos. I'm kind of an old fart, I'm slow, I like to ramble, and it takes a lot of patience to sit through that, so thank you all very much. Now I make these videos because I learned something, and I think myself in the past would like to know that thing. So hopefully you can learn from that, and we can all learn together if you write your tips down in the comment section below. Now recently I bought these things. These are just grey tone charcoals, brilliant things. I've had some fun playing with them. There they are. You can see I haven't used that much. I ain't the best artist. This doesn't really look like me, but nonetheless. And I did this colour swatch above it. So I went from light to dark, and I also did a pencil and a pen scribble, and you can see how well that covers up. Now, there is a problem with this and all charcoal, so if you look at this, you can see some crap from the previous page, but you can sort of see the outline of my face reflected there, and the colour swatch is even worse. Look at that. Just terrible. You can see some other crap I scribbled up there. Don't worry about that. Now, I want to set and protect this drawing so I don't just destroy it by smudging over it, which, believe me, will happen because I'm sort of careless. So I've bought this stuff. This is Winsor and Newton's Fixative. I should say I'm an engineer and I have sod all training in art, so I don't know if this is any good. I don't know if I was ripped off. This cost me 17 quid for this little can. And let's try it out, see if it works. Before I test it out on this high-risk pattern that took me a lot of effort, I'm going to do it on this cheaper thing first. This is just kind of a random freeform design I did. So I'm just going to give you a little close-up of the texture here. Okay, so the weather is not on our side today, but nevertheless, I've got this, I've got the can. It says shake well and hold 30 centimeters away. Real strong solvent smell there. It does say you need to be outdoors or in a well ventilated area. Okay, so it's quite a strong chemically smell. I built up quite a few layers there. So this finger's now clean. Maybe a very slight discoloration there. So I think I'm confident enough to try it on the real drawing. So I think I'm going to aim for about 10 coats. I will try the scale as well as the drawing. Yeah, so this hasn't permanently fixed it. I'm still getting a bit of colour rubbing off. Okay, so now I am starting to see a plasticky build-up. You can just see the sheen that's starting to take on. That's interesting. It's sort of made the blackest black colour kind of pop out a bit more. Very interesting. But it does seem to be drying quite quickly. Now the last part is to hold this upside down and just clear any clogs in the nozzle. So it's just solvent coming out. And you can see now it's basically clear. Okay, so here it is. Let's get right in and focus. And you can tell me if there's any adverse changes to the colour or texture. I've since washed my hands, so let's have a go. Yeah, so a bit still came off then, but I think it is a bit more protected than it was. And looking at my colour bars, I think there is perhaps a tiny bit more gloss on there. So this finger's clean. And yeah, there's a bit still coming off there. So we don't have 100% protection. So I just ripped out a page and pressed it into the spiral binding so it's nice and clean. And the same for this guy. I'm going to close this up and get back to you. Okay, so it's now been a week. For you it was but mere seconds. I have been doing some other stuff. This is a liner cut print, but that's for another project. Let's take a look at these. And as you can see, there's been absolutely no transfer onto this side. And dare I do it? Seems like these are nicely sealed. Okay, I'm getting a little bit there. Let's look at the larger one. So that's the ghost imprint. And this one, once again, there's no visible marks. I can see a very small amount has gone on. Oh, dare I do it? But if I'd have done this before, that would have absolutely destroyed the work. So it seems like there's a very, very good sealing effect. And I did smudge some of these with my finger to get this kind of smoother effect. So smudging will destroy it. Thank you all very much for watching. I can highly recommend this Winsor and Newton Fixative spray. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.